is Jasmine. I'm an illustrator working on a medieval comic. Welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, yes, I have moved. It was in the works for literal years. We just didn't know when. 2 weeks before the actual move, we got the green light and we hustled out of there into this new place. So this video is just gonna be a moving vlog and a quick little tour of this new space because it is bigger than our little apartment, so I get to have my own studio for the first time ever. Grab some tea, coffee, and watch as we scramble, stressed out, tired, out of the old apartment. It's moving day. This is all there is left for the movers to take. We're both really tired, but we're doing it. Look at that. We're almost there.
Shall we do the bed?
Yep. Good morning. It is Sunday, May 11th. Finally at the new place. The movers moved everything yesterday, so that was our first night here. It was lovely. We're so exhausted that I don't even remember sleeping. I'm trying out the white chocolate and strawberry Nespresso flavor. I don't know how I feel about it. It sounds better than what it tastes. It's 7:17 in the morning. We went to bed at 2 in the morning. But it's really hard to sleep when my favorite room looks like this. Last night I was trying to figure out how it's all going to be laid out. I think I have an idea so far. So in the corner with the window, I will put the drawing desk. Here I'll put all of the art books. I would be referring to them pretty often, so I need that to be nearby. I was thinking of putting it right here, but it's too close to the door. My bookshelf, and then the computer desk. These are all gonna have to go to the attic, but I have to sort through them. So I will have this corner free. And yeah, look at all this that I still have to sort through. And then look at my closet. There's still a lot of work. I think this was to experiment with gesso art. I think this is my anatomy study drawings. Portrait. Oh, this is the original line art for this comic. That's where it is. And I didn't date it. This is a reminder to date your work. Even the littlest doodles, the most inconsequential note-taking, put a date on it. The first page of that comic. Oh, this is the line art for this illustration. Yeah, a lot of original drawings here thrown in a bag. Definitely should not do that. I'm gonna put them in a binder. The line art for that illustration. So, all the way in college, I was into drawing more than painting. Oh, this one's creepy. What the hell's going on there? I barely remember drawing that. I was really into sloths in college, so I did a lot of illustrations with them. this is the most anime of anime drawings for me. The rest of the stuff, not so good, but that stuff will go back into this folder and into the attic. There's really nothing I can do with it right now. The literal archives. This is the Tupperware I have all of my planners and old journals. These are the stuffed toys from when I was a kid. So that's all gonna go in a Tupperware. And sorting through 3 old Tupperwares, I did pull out all of my old sketchbooks. I would love to show you what is inside of them. And I mean, these are old. These are from 2005, 2007. That was my peak anime phase. And I was really into watercolors. These are all of my old sketchbooks, so I'm glad I was able to separate them. So I'm gonna put them in another little Tupperware, but that's gonna stay here so I can actually access them. Caramel. I really need this coffee. It's 7:30. It's been about 4 days since we moved in, and there's still things to do and unpack, but I'm almost done with the studio. The only boxes left are my books. I also have 2 boxes in the bedroom. I don't know if you can see it over there in the distance. But yeah, that is the last thing to unpack for the studio. I don't know how the movers removed those shelves, but I'm gonna have to put them back on here. And I think I'm gonna switch up the genres of the bookshelves because my writing section with my writing books, I need that to be more accessible. I used to have it up here and it was cool to see them, but I really do need to now start using them again. So they'll probably be in the middle. It's turning into a whole thing trying to figure out how I'm going to put those 2 up. And I'm wondering if I can do better than this. Like, this little bookshelf is not working in this space. So maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I finally upgrade to a bigger bookshelf. Usually I'm not very excited about making big purchases, big in size and big in price. I own a lot of books, and what I do requires books and is related to books, so considering a bigger bookshelf is not really that far-fetched. I've been wanting this corner bookshelf from IKEA for a while now. Obviously couldn't justify it in the apartment that we lived in, but with the measurements that I put in, it would end right here and it would wrap around that corner. I think that would look really nice. It would probably be the statement piece of the studio because this little bookshelf, it's making the space look kind of sad. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy a new bookshelf. Wow. What a journey. Okay, I just bought it. I'm missing the light bulbs, and today I'm gonna pick up the bookshelf. So we're almost there. I also got a nice floral rug to add to the coziness to the space. But to really make it the dream studio that I've always wanted, I really had to upgrade my digital desk. And thanks to Flexispot, which reached out to me just in the nick of time as I was about to move, they sent me their E6 standing desk, and look what a nice desk that is. Now, my previous desk was from IKEA that I acquired for free in the apartment building lobby, like a lot of my things. I had added a portable standing desk on top of it, and so that's what I've been using for several years now, and it just didn't work because it was kind of wobbly, unstable. It was ugly. I always had my eye on a Flexispot desk, so when they reached out to me to try it out, I was ecstatic. Some really cool features from a Flexispot desk that I wanted to share because I'm really excited to try out. The desk itself is one solid piece for a surface, making the setup really easy, and this solid piece is solid, okay? It can take up to 352 pounds, which is like 3 of me on top of this thing. And because it's also just one solid piece on top, it does give you a lot of room to customize the surface. I've added a monitor stand to keep my tablets and all the wires and stuff organized. Like, you can really decide how you want to do the setup, if you want something super minimalist or, like me, sort of in the middle. It has really easy and clear control panels with 4 positions that you can set. So what I've done is 2 of those I programmed different heights for standing, make it more comfortable to be drawing on the digital tablet, and the other 2 of the 4 settings I've programmed them for sitting. I love that they give you more than 2 settings. The other cool thing that I was not expecting, because I've never had an electric standing desk, it is really quiet. Unlike our very loud cooking fan, the motor of this standing desk is not blasting off into space. It's great. Another thing I was not expecting from a Flexispot desk is the little accessories that they included. These little Velcro thingies that help keep your cables organized. I'm not very good at keeping that stuff together, so very nice that they even added that as a bonus. So yes, this would not be a dream studio without a dream standing desk. Thank you, Flexispot, for letting me finally try one of your desks. I've already been using this desk for a couple of weeks now. If you are considering upgrading your setup as well, just go for it and get a Flexispot. They have a ton of different options. Your back will thank you, and your space will look really nice. So it's 2 p.m. We're gonna go to IKEA to pick up my dream bookshelf. It's starting to really come together now. Alright, it's time for the bookshelf. I've opened a few of the longer boxes so I can see where the hell do I even start. So I'm gonna start with the middle bookshelf, and then we'll work our way to the bigger ones.
Done.
Good morning. It's the next day. I woke up so late because I was extremely sore from all of the construction yesterday. My hands hurt, my neck is completely stiff, my lower back hurts. I'm one big bruise, but the bookshelf is done. Now all that's left is putting the books on it. I'm going to have so much more bookshelf than books, so there will be a lot of empty space for me to put some knickknacks around. My goal is not to fill the bookshelf with books eventually. I am pretty disciplined about keeping only super important books that I will actually use or reread. So I won't mind having a bookshelf half filled with books. It's okay. The first thing I'm tackling is the bottom shelf should be all of my heaviest books, because in my last bookshelf I had my art books on this level, and after a few years the shelf itself was buckling down. So I learned my lesson now. All heavy books should be on the ground.
Your Reed's vehicle
So one of those boxes has watercolor stuff, paper, all kinds of like art supplies. It seems like I don't have a storage for old comic pages. I found this short comic that I made with my buddy Dave Baker. It's the only time I've really ever inked, and it was a lot of fun to do. It got published in the back of one of his comic series that he did with Nicole Gu. Both are extremely talented artists. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with these old pages. I do need to store them, so I think they're gonna go in my big art bag that is in the attic. At the very, very early stages of Girl Night, I was trying to figure out what the comic was going to look like, so I did try inking, and it was an absolute disaster. I have two of the same pages just experimenting with either working with a ink brush or with a pen, and both of them failed miserably. But I can sleep good at night knowing that at least I tried to do the ink thing and it didn't work out. The last thing that I found too was this other short comic collab with my friend. I made a 2-part video series about it. She wrote it as she's a comedian, and I drew it. If you're interested in seeing what the final comic looks like, watch the videos. Let's see how crooked it is. Very crooked.
Like, oh, I'm paying $1,000 because I'm gonna have this purse forever.
I made the mistake of only ordering one panel, so there's no middle part to divide. So I'm gonna have to order another one. That way I can have a division thing. I totally thought I'd order 2. But for now, this looks nice. It wants to grow, but it has nowhere to go. It looks like a cheese curdle. The instructions say to shake vigorously. It's a workout. Whoa! Wow, my back. I did it. I have a beanbag chair. Wow. It's really soft too. It's pretty good. There's still a few things to finish up in this room, but for the most part, I would consider this complete. And I'm really happy that I was able to consolidate all of my drawing and my sketching supplies in one area. I would really like to go back to a sketching habit, and having it all in one cart that I can access at the drawing desk, it makes sense. The 3-tiered antique that we used to use in the old kitchen, so I'm using that now. My office supplies like extra erasers and pencils. I had squirreled these supplies away in our old apartment and I had no idea where most of it was. So it's nice to have it all in one place. Ah, this desk, it's just the best. This chair, as you might know from previous vlogs, I found in the apartment lobby. So it was a great free find, but eventually I would like to invest in a more ergonomic chair, but that's in the future. For now, I'm happy with this setup. This bookshelf, you guys, it is so nice to look at. Not just because of the size and where it's at, but it holds everything that I'm interested in, so I do find myself staring at it quite often. But as they say, if you want to get to know somebody, just look at their bookshelf. In general, I mean, I feel good about this change. It's a big change for both of us, especially since this year has been really rough. It's been really hard since we lost both our parrot Clyde and our cat Kitty. It has not been easy, you guys, to deal with the grief. So the move has been, although stressful, it's been really nice. I'm really looking forward to continuing to develop Girl Night, to make a ton more videos for this channel. Really good things coming creatively from this move. So I'm really excited for you to stick around and see what comes about from this big change. But yeah, this is my new happy place. I hope you enjoyed the process and the little tour. This morning I did some sketching and armor studies with some coffee. I even did some brainstorming for a story that I'm working on. So the creativity, it's here, you guys. It's doing its thing in this room. I couldn't be any happier. Thank you again to Flexispot for sending me this amazing dream desk. I pretty much never want to leave here. If you were on my Patreon, you would have already known that I moved in, already have gotten a studio tour. If you're not on my Patreon, definitely consider joining for just $1 a month. You will get all of my updates immediately. Any new comic pages that I complete, they're posted there. The next thing I'm going to be working on is the cover for chapter 4, because I already finished chapter 3. I drew it, I self-published it on Patreon, so now it's time to make the covers for chapter 4. That's gonna be the next thing. Patrons will be able to see what that illustration looks like way before I come out with a video for YouTube. But yeah, just something for you to consider. If you didn't know that I had a Patreon, definitely consider joining. And with that, I shall return to computer work. I have to wear these because the screen is just far enough. My nearsightedness doesn't quite work. But yeah, I will get back to work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Yeah, someone's real comfortable here now. You look good.
Sitting on a beanbag that's 3 times too small for me?
Yeah, it's a kid's beanbag.
Hey.